attention, conversion, delivery. In the simplest and most basic form, these are the three things you need to build an online brand or an online business. Can you get attention? Can you convert that attention? And then can you deliver on the product or service? Another word for this is marketing, sales, and execution. Can you market? Can you then turn that marketing into sales? And then can you deliver on whatever it is that you are offering? So historically, I've been pretty good at execution and delivery. I'm very confident that I can deliver and execute on the program and the product side. What I have struggled with previously has been marketing and sales. But over the past year, or more than a year now, I've been working on this for a few years actually. But over the past year, alhamdulillah, I've got some pretty decent amount of views now, which means I am now pretty confident with the attention side. I'm pretty confident on the marketing side. So the missing link for me now is element number 2, which is sales conversion. I've got attention, I'm confident on delivering on the product or service, but can I now convert that attention into sales? And that's the next step for me, which I'm going to be focusing on next year. So one of the things that I'm going to be doing next year to combat this weakness of mine, this Minotaur of mine, this deficiency of mine, is to simply do what I need to do, which is to make more offers and basically put out a post ideally every day where I'm just simply making an offer to try and work on getting better at this skill. Now, if you are somebody that did well in the academic system or the corporate system, or you've got low self-esteem, social anxiety, shy, introvert, etc., this is an issue because you will be like me where you've got a certain limiting belief when it comes to sales. So sales is something we typically hate, we don't like being pitched to, and therefore we don't like pitching to other people. But one of the reasons why we hate sales is because under that previous corporate and academic system, we're just used to winning. When you do well at school, you get told what to do, you do it, and then you get feedback straight away. Well done, congratulations. You take a test, you get a result. You take an exam, you get a result. You do an assignment, you get a result. And if you do well in that system, typically all you get is positive reinforcement and positive validation. Whereas in business, it's the opposite. You don't get told what to do and you don't always get feedback. So you could put out content on a daily basis and not get any kind of likes or engagement, and to you that will feel like a failure because of that existing programming that you've got. And this is why most people that do well in school and the corporate system do terrible at business, because business is more of an experiment. You're testing, something changes, and then you're testing, something happens, and you're testing. In other words, if you're building a brand online and you're going through that experimentation period, what's happening is you are publicly failing on a daily basis. Can your ego allow you to fail every day in public? When you've done well as a lawyer or an accountant or whatever your background is in the education system and the corporate system, you typically don't fail. You win most of the times, and you do develop an ego because you're smart and intelligent and clever, and people have this image of you. So when you're now publicly failing on a daily basis, your ego is going to take a hit. And that has been one of my biggest issues over the last 5 or 6 years, and why I really haven't been successful in the entrepreneurship and business realm. But that's the whole point of building self-esteem and confidence through making videos, because you stop caring what people think and your ego isn't that impacted anymore. And therefore I'm now in a position to experiment every single day because I am not emotionally attached to the outcome. And that's where you need to be as well. You need to remove the emotional attachment to the outcome and focus purely on the process. So put out a video every day, put out a piece of content every day, make an offer every day. You're not interested in being emotionally attached to the result. If historically I put out a post selling something and it didn't do well, I'd turn all of that pain internally. Oh, you're silly, you're stupid, why are you even doing this, pathetic, you're a loser, yada yada yada. You can't do that, because every day is going to be like that, and it's just going to damage your self-esteem and confidence even further. Instead, it's an experiment. Put out a post, put out an offer, see what happens. Test, tweak, and do it again and again and again. And instead of being emotionally attached to the outcome per piece of content, look at it over the long run. If you put out something every day for the next year, then take a look at the end of the year at what's happened from an objective point of view, rather than taking it personally, rather than making yourself feel bad for not getting the results you expect to get, because that's not how it works, especially in the online world. Focus on the output and then objectively test and tweak the results and responses you get until you get to a stage where you're starting to get some traction. And again, that is something which takes time, and depending on where you are, not just on your business journey, but where you are on your mental journey in terms of confidence and self-esteem, will determine how long it's going to take and how painful it's going to be. It is going to be painful, and I will try to demonstrate that in the videos that I put out and documenting the journey of what I am now trying to build. Any questions, any thoughts, any comments, let me know in the comments below.